Hope everybody's having, like I said, a wonderful evening. All right, so all y'all, I would love for y'all to welcome my first guest, the lovely Willow Moon.
Good evening, Godfather.
Good evening. How are you?
Good evening. Oh, let me turn off the comments like I said I was. I'm serious. I can't do it.
Right.
How are you this evening?
I'm doing great. You have a good Wednesday?
Yes, yes. Thank you so much for having me on here. It's really a pleasure and an honor.
Okay, awesome. Well, it's definitely a pleasure to have you on here as well.
Thank you so
Uh, so, first question is, what was the original reason that you joined Tag?
much. To be honest, I'm very ambiverted, so it's the mix between extrovert and introvert,
Mhm.
and I don't have a big social life. So during quarantine, I was like, got to talk to someone. So I
Right.
joined Tag, and also get over my shyness of meeting new people. So I figured, why not? You could limit how really people talk to you. There's that good old block button right there.
Right.
So different personalities, it's a mesh of people. So why not?
So, how's it worked out so far?
It's pretty cool. I've met some amazing people on here. You know, you run into, just like in real life, you run into situations that you don't want to be in and situations you do want to be in. And you
Okay.
just meet so many people at once. It's like not speed dating, but it's just like
Right.
walking around in a controlled club, I guess. I don't know. It's really different. It's different.
Well, the good thing is that once if you are a streamer, then what you can
Thank you.
do is you can hit that X button and then they're gone.
Right. Right. And as soon as someone gets out of line, there's a block or your bouncers, they see it and they give
Yep,
it to bit and you just keep on going.
exactly. So life is all about balance. How do you balance your tag life, personal life, and then professional life?
Well, like in life, there's a time and place for everything, you
Right.
know? So just because what you do on tag, you know, either way, I'm not gonna fake who I am off and online. Like, you know,
Right.
I'm still very personal with my viewers. I'm bubbly, I'm the same way, but not everything they're going to know, you know, as you would go into a job and allow them to know certain things. So, like, you know,
Right.
there's a time and place for everything.
Gotcha.
Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, because it's definitely, with um, those three different, I guess, facets of life, you have to be able to kind of like
Right.
almost compartmentalize. Like, this is time for this is time for that, and this is time for that.
Right.
So,
Like, you know, on tag, you could definitely turn up. I'm not going to go to my job and be like, someone fly me a jet. You know, I'm not going to do that. There's a time and a place for everything.
and where else can you have fun, drink, and also
Right.
play,
Right. I'm not much of a drinker, but there's
All right.
moments on my stream that I do have fun. You know, why not? You know, it's not like someone's gonna be like, you had enough. I'm in my house. So
Right.
it's all good on here. Thank
Exactly.
you for the gifts. I can't see who's giving them, but thank you guys for all the love. I don't even have my heart thing on. See, just like you can't be doing this at your job, you know? Thank you, Billy, for doing my copy. No, you can't do all that. I probably would, but like, you know.
I think I'm gonna try that at work tomorrow. Be like, hey, appreciate that.
Why not, right? They're like, okay.
I throw me a jet.
Days off. Mm-hmm.
They're like, the hell is he even talking? Well, my
Right.
employees actually know about this. One of them's actually on here,
Mm-hmm.
so I've kind of shared it with them, with the opportunities and stuff like that. And if they want to try it, they can try it. It's a thing. It's a thing. If it's not,
Right. Like I let some of my close friends know, and they're like, "Really? So you're having fun?" And you know, with the diamonds, that does help equivalent to like different streams of revenue. So if you
right.
have some time, you know, and you want to have fun, why not?
In fact, I remember the conversation I had with my parents when I went back home. The show doesn't stop even if I go on vacation, so I had
Right.
to take all my stuff back with me when I went back home. So I was sitting there trying to explain, like, figure out how I'm gonna explain this to my mom. Although she's not older, like that old, she's really old fashioned.
Right. So did you bring a
So
chair?
no, I didn't even have the
No.
chair.
Okay.
What I ended up doing though, is I changed my mind. I didn't stream at my parents' house. I had a friend that allowed me to stream at her place. I had my setup. In fact, you couldn't even tell that I wasn't at home. I had the background, the backdrop, and everything. So just having that conversation with my mom too to kind of like explain what I'm doing. It's like,
What are you doing? Right. And I like it also because you can take it anywhere. It's your phone or a tablet. like,
Right.
you know, different settings for your audience and viewers. I think that's pretty cool, especially like when someone goes on vacation and they allow you to see on their vacation. You're like, okay, it's a 2-for-1. It's pretty cool.
Exactly. Exactly. So what do you think makes you different from other streamers?
Um, Again, just like everyone on here, everyone has their own uniqueness and
Mhm.
personality. So what I share with everyone is probably going to be most likely different from anyone else. Like we all share similar ideas and, you
Mhm.
know, take inspiration from each other.
Gotcha.
But like, you know, I'm unique and there's not going to be another. There's someone who could have WillowMoon in their name, but no one's going to be me. So I bring myself to my stream
Mhm.
and, you know, different. I like anime. Lots of people do, but I think
Yeah.
I'm out of the box and more than what I see. You know, I'm myself. There's only one copy, unless you have a twin. I'm a Gemini, but I haven't met her. But you know, that's about it. Myself.
I'm a Libra, so I don't know if there's a.
Okay, so you have a balance for that. Such
That's
a
what they tell me, but
thank you. Thank you.
all right.
Yeah, Geminis. They say that Libras are the best sign to be with a Gemini because of the balance.
Uh-huh.
So I'm like, okay, that makes sense. It's pretty cool.
I've heard there's unbalanced and balanced Libras, so
Yeah,
that's
that's
good.
true. That's true. I'm only
So,
speaking for good Libras. I don't know what kind
yeah.
you are. I'm just speaking about the good Libras.
I'd like to think I'm balanced, but
Yeah,
that's what's
I
up.
would, from what I say, so like, you know, not to an interview and coming in, spending time with you, then yeah, I think you're pretty
Okay, good. WillowMoon approved.
okay.
um, so what would you tell new streamers based on your experience being new on the app, being a new streamer?
Hang in there. Hang in there, tough it out. Like, you know, don't let anyone tell you for you being you, it's wrong, or how you're streaming is not the right way. Like, you know, be yourself in your stream, and people will normally gravitate to your energy or your frequency because of the person who you are. Like, you know, I do different streams and I try to incorporate different things in my stream. Like, once in a while, I'll do a crystal reading, you know, because that's part of me, that's part of my spirituality.
Okay.
So, be yourself in your stream. Do whatever you want, not craziness, like, you know, that my bot would snatch you off for. Like, you know,
Right.
be yourself, be original, and, you know, that's about it. Hang in there. Because I know sometimes with the trolls, it can get crazy. I've had my picture made up, and I'm like, okay, I'll favorite you. I'm like, wait, that's me. What was going on here? You know? So it's, yeah, just stick it out, and you'll see the sweetness of that. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, because it can be. I can remember when I first started. Number one, it's just awkward because especially if you've never done it before, and then
Right.
you've been to all these other streams and they've got all these people in there and everything's just doing just
Mm-hmm.
going on,
Yes.
and then you start and it's just like
Okay. Yeah, like I've walked away from the camera before like 5 people. Okay, let me go make some popcorn because there's no one in here. I remember my first stream, like there was like 6 people in there and I was talking to them. I don't think they were there, but I was talking to them. I was being engaging. So just toughen it out.
right.
And some days, for some streamers, it pops in a day. For some other streamers, it takes a year or however long you build your presence up. But you
Right.
know, just hang in there. It's gonna be cool. You know.
Exactly.
That's about it.
Well, I agree 100%. So what are some other accomplishments that you're looking to achieve on Tagged?
Accomplishments. Well, definitely to build up my stream and to like find my tribe, the people that knows me, and I get to know them a little bit. When I speak to the people in my streams, I remember a little something, especially if they captivate me. They say something that I'm like, what is that? Like, you know? Uh, so on that question, I completely blanked out, but that's the only thing I can remember thinking about saying. Just on Tag to be a better streamer. I do YouTube videos, so maybe radio broadcasts in the future, but
Okay.
just to be myself on here and to have a good time with my streamers and viewers and get to know more people.
Right. So how long have you been here so far now?
On the 6th of August, it's going to be 5 months. So not
Okay.
long. Been 5 months. Yeah.
Well, I think you probably made a bit of a splash in those 6 months or 5 months.
Yeah,
So
yeah, almost like half a year, approaching half a year.
okay,
So just to meet new people. I always want to meet new people. There's a time and place to meet new people, especially during this pandemic, and
right.
this was it. So
So what do you think is your most maybe one of your most memorable moments since you've been
one,
on tag?
hmm, definitely when I did my battle with the gunny, that was an experience. It's always like a waiting game until it happens. You never know who's going to show up. You never know
Right,
what's going to happen. The other person, well, I had a nice opponent, thank gosh. So
right.
that was a whole experience, and I saw like the meaning when people come together. People I didn't even know from the minute was came to support me. So that was pretty cool. That was a nice moment.
Wow, that's awesome.
And the live music that comes. Like maybe the other day, someone with his guitar, he came and played a beautiful song. So that's always a bonus because I love live music. So the people that you meet on here is just like experience in itself.
Right, and you can meet a lot of great people. I mean, you're gonna have the people that aren't so
Right.
don't
How
about
we
that.
connected, I met
Right,
you through another streamer. So
right,
see, hand in hand. You never know who you're gonna meet.
exactly. Yep. So what is your preparation before you hit that live button?
Just like before this interview, groom myself, especially if I had a hard day. You don't want to come on here like a sweaty. Even though I came on here in my bonnet, I'm not going to hold you. I came on here in my bonnet, but hygiene, check the camera if I have my light on or my backdrop, make sure that's okay. Set up my music because I'm definitely playing music in my stream. And on bad days, I definitely sage myself for good vibes. Like, just quick little saging to make sure I have a positive stream and my day doesn't interflect with anyone's else because I'm a big believer in energy. I don't want to give off a vibe. So those type of preparations.
Yeah, that's something I think I've become more aware of. I guess is energy.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of times in the past, if I just didn't have the energy, I just didn't go live
Right. You don't want
because I
to.
didn't want to deflect or whatever to the viewers. How because a lot of times and maybe it's just their captions, but if I see a caption where it's like they've had a bad day,
Right.
I'm
I've seen
probably
that.
not.
I'm angry. Don't come in here. Like, sure won't. You ain't got to
Well,
tell me twice. I really won't. Next,
hold
like,
on.
yeah. I even changed my preference. Like, let me just see how everybody else is doing. Because
Right.
I don't want to give anyone bad vibes. Like, I've learned if you're having a bad day, unless it's a form of true expression, like,
Right.
you may want to come and speak to your friends that you don't have their personal number, but they're going to come to your stream. So, yeah, that's about the preparations I do.
And then I look at it like this too, as part of the preparation course, like you said, making sure that there's good energy, good vibes like that, because you never know, what the people on the other side have gone through. So
Exactly.
you could be that one thing. I told a story on one of the interviews a while back, and come to
Mhm.
find out, that story literally, well, I don't want to say, well, almost literally saved their life.
Wow.
Um, and we talk outside here. We're friends. They were going through a dark spot in their life, and when they reached out to me and let me know, because I wasn't the story wasn't part of what I had planned on. It was just kind of like what me and the guests were talking about. So as I told the story, and at the end, spoke to whatever just to get away from whatever was going on that day. And if they had a good day, then they can come here and have. If they didn't, then at
Right.
least I know that when they come in here, or if they go to WillowMoon stream, or any of our other positive streamers, then they can just feel safe. It's a
Yeah,
positive place.
definitely. I agree.
Everything that's going on right now, all over, at least have one safe place that you can go to and just be like, you just almost like kick your shoes off. You can kind of sit back
Right.
in your chair. You can, or if you're sitting on the couch, you're on your
Yep,
device.
chop it up a little bit. Yep, I agree. That's true.
Have your little drink with them, chill out. So, but it just gives people that opportunity to be able to know, hey, look, this is a safe place to go. That I can kind of just not worry about anything and just kind of just maybe veg out sometimes. I don't know what the best
Right.
word is. Yeah.
Leave everything, and it's like talking with a good friend, whether they're far away, if you live close, but so like you said, a safe place to escape, and just relax, have a good time, don't have to worry about everything that's going on at the moment.
You get a few laughs sometimes, maybe some good music,
Yes, definitely good music.
Right. So what long-term goals outside the tag or on tag do you have? I know you had mentioned this a little bit earlier. You're talking about a few things. What are some of the things that you aspire to do in your long-term goals?
Well, radio broadcasting, like I mentioned before, is a big thing to me.
Okay.
The whole podcast wave, I'm sort of working on that. And yesterday, or I think a couple of days ago, I got invited to be a co-host on a YouTube channel. So that's in the works. And that was a goal of mine. Because I have a channel, but it's nothing like, as serious as I want to take it. Just like a few mukbangs and anime. It's nothing like what I really want to do. Yeah. But
Right.
ever since, I'm a big fan of Wendy Williams. So watching her, I know a lot of people may not agree with how she go about things, but she really is an inspiration as a Black woman in radio broadcast. Like when you hear her name, you definitely think of her success and what she has accomplished. She's been in the game for 15 years. And I would like to accomplish that even higher. You want to go over your mentor and just go down that path. So that's one accomplishment outside of tech that I want to achieve for myself.
Okay.
And definitely, again, spirituality, to always advance myself. So I could definitely say I'm not the woman who I was like a year ago. So always advancing myself and getting to the next level is a goal of mine for life,
Mm-hmm. I agree. I definitely agree because I think just in, I've been at where I've been at for a long time as far as my job. So I'm literally halfway at my job at 30 years, you get a Rolex.
A Rolex? Yeah. Okay.
You serve a 30-year sentence and all I give you is a Rolex. I know, right?
So you can watch the time so you can come to work. That's crazy. Wow.
So, but I'm over halfway there. So I'm 16 years in. But I never thought that I would be there that long. And then
are you going to get your watch? Are you thinking about going for the long haul?
I'd rather just do something that I can just go buy the watch. But I mean,
right. That's do something when you could just buy the watch. Like, okay, thank you so much for the roses. That was half the time.
So, right. I could have that time and a half. I mean, then I'm not even really a watch wearer. So I have 3 or 4 watches I don't even wear. So
I'm not a watch person either. I know there's the Apple Watch and all that, but not into that. I'll just pull out my phone.
I sold both of mine. I'm not too fond of them. So, but and the final question, one of my most favorite questions, who is your hero or heroes and why?
Well, the first answer or person I'm going to say is a Shiro, and it's my mom. My mom is the biggest supporter in everything that I do. Whether it's something that's not the smartest idea, but she's always there, go ahead, honey, you could do it. And a lot of people don't have the ability to speak to their mom or have their mom in their life. So I'm very grateful for that. Okay. So my mom's definitely number one on my list. And a great, great friend of mine, I see so much inspiration. We mesh so well. My closest friend, Saray, she's amazing. The things that she's endured in her life and how positive she is and just keep on growing. That's another Shiro. And I have one hero. I had three. I couldn't pick one. When I was reading the question, I was like, I can't pick one. I can't pick one.
Yes.
But a hero to me and a male figure would be Andre RuPaul Charles. I picked him because and everything he had to go through being a black gay man in America, he still accomplished everything that he ever wanted as a young kid. And he gives people the path to be who they are, which is drag, you know? And
Right.
I just think that's so beautiful. It's an art form to me. I enjoy makeup and clothes like the next woman, but the fact that these men have enough courage, uh, there are straight drag queens, there are men that are gay that are drag queens all over the world that, you know, were inspired by this one man. And of course, there's other people, but I just think he's so phenomenal, you know? So he's my hero.
Okay. Hey, that's awesome. I had to reflect on my hero a few shows ago, and okay, come to the realization who mine were, which is my mom and my grandfather.
Mhm. Oh, yes, I
So
was here for that.
yeah, so I'd asked the question so many times and never thought, well, who are mine? So
Mhm.
yeah, I mean, definitely, you definitely think about the people that have influenced you,
Mhm.
or just done things like you said, that have done things that have inspired a lot of other people. You
Yeah.
know, so Sadie says to turn your comments back on.
Oh gosh, what should we say? It was definitely on. Okay, they're on. What are you gonna? Oh gosh, I couldn't do it because I've been the whole
She's been
conversation. I've
so.
been laughing and laughing and laughing. I was like, let me focus. I couldn't
she,
do it.
she said,
And I have another hero. Excuse me, Sadie's is my hero, you guys. That was all a front. I just, you know, say the best of God. Sadie's is my main hero. Hi, sweetheart. I see you.
so that's one of the interesting people that you learn or that you know
Right.
coming up is people
Yes,
like
but like
Sadie's.
you know, I met a lot of amazing people on here, so I'm definitely gonna say all you guys that I've met on here is I really mean that is near and dear. There've been times that I can talk to other people about different things that I don't express outside of text. Like I said, there's time and place for everything. So
Right.
you guys are amazing. I don't think I have it, but hearts, hearts, guys, hearts.
Yeah, I've definitely, the I think it's been this month will be actually Monday. It'll be 2 years that I've been on the
For
app
you?
for me.
Oh,
So
happy
2 years,
anniversary on
and I
tag. Wow.
and I've
Congratulations.
streamed for about a year and a half of that.
Okay.
So
That's
that
good.
kind of goes back to when you're talking about before. We're talking about new people. What I would say to new people is, like you said, don't lose hope because you never know
Right.
when your opportunity will come or when you'll have an idea
Mm-hmm.
um, that thank you that will be something you know as successful or as well as this has been
And
at this
I
point.
think you have gained great success on here. I think before we met, you didn't have the badge or the show. So that just shows the progression you can have on here. And congratulations. That's an amazing milestone.
Thank you.
You're
Thank
so
you.
welcome.
That was all the questions that I had. If anybody, I don't know if anybody had any questions, anything. Um, Usually allow a few minutes for the viewers to, if they have any questions. Where is Willow's safe place to go untagged?
um, to pets. No one can talk to me there, and all I can do is buy pets and just have a good time playing pets.
I knew that she was. I knew that was like a rhetorical question.
I know she's gonna say, uh, yes, it's Sadie's stream is my safe place. I can go there, chop it up, and hold hearts, and leave everyone behind.
Right.
A mess, but yeah, I think everyone's place is the pet page. Like it's fun. I've
Mhm.
actually had a joy meeting new people just because they bought me, you know. So
Right.
it's pretty cool.
I've learned a lot as well. So.
And not mine. Yes, it is. I'm gonna buy you when I can afford you.
Right.
You love it here. You love it here.
Well, WillowMoon, it's definitely been a pleasure. I
Thank you so
thank
much.
you so much for being a guest on the show.
It was a pleasure. Thank you so much. And thank you for everyone that came and chopped up with me and the Godfather. It was always a pleasure. It's always going to be. Now, when you ask a question, what's your greatest moment on tag? It was the interview with the Godfather. So thank you for changing that.
But for y'all that haven't already, if you haven't already fave WillowMoon, take this opportunity to go ahead and fave her up, please. She's definitely been, yes, thank you so much.
Thank you. All right, the Godfather. This was amazing. Bye.
Thank you.